Hi, my name is Greta Bates. I have lived in beautiful Fairhope, Alabama for the last 6 years, and I swear I think there's something in the water here, and I think people come here to reinvent themselves. I came here as a former dancer and preschool teacher, and now I have turned into an artist and an author. I've spent the last year putting together a book and self publishing. My book, Snapping, Fraying and Dangling in the Wind, Thoughts on Motherhood, Midlife, and a Meaningful Existence, um, is going to be here at the library for you to check out, pun intended. And I'd like to share a little bit today from the introduction. I began writing as a means of keeping my sanity. My daughter refers to my blog as a public diary. Maybe she's right. Writing is something I've always enjoyed, but when I found myself a stay-at-home, homeschooling mom, my brain truly needed it. The first year of homeschooling was a learning experience for the twins and for me. 6 months in, my husband came home from work to find me crying, cocktail in hand. I looked at him and told him that I was either going back to school and getting another degree, or I was going to join a band. The singer with the band is still on my bucket list. I was and I wasn't good at homeschooling. I was good in the sense that I'm a teacher at heart. Any child could have come to our house and received an education comparable to that of an actual school. I wasn't good at homeschooling because I couldn't find the balance. I was the teacher. I missed out on playing. I missed out on a relaxed schedule. We did get to travel with my husband for his work trips, which was great. However, I realized I was not cut out for this lifestyle. My goal was for the twins to get a good education, and when and if we moved, for them to fit seamlessly into their appropriate grade. And we did, and they did. I know that there are angels among us. There are these women who homeschool beautifully. Maybe I had difficulties because I'd been a teacher. Maybe it was because I was an older mom and accustomed to my freedom. All I know is now I get to be the mom and I like it. My limitations as a homeschooling mom weren't the only lessons I've learned over the past years. When we moved and the twins went back to school, I went into a depression for several months. I was at home, in a new town, alone, in the silence. The introvert in me liked this for about 2 weeks, but then I just went down into a hole. Luckily, I have good friends, an understanding husband. I joined a local yoga studio and began to make new friends, and that made a huge difference. In creating this book, I'm donning a new cap as a writer. I've taken some of my blogs from the last 8 years and compiled them into what I hope you, as the reader, find funny, engaging, irreverent, soulful, and sentimental. I'll tell you what I've learned so far. 1, I love being a mother. I tear up at school events. I feel joy. 2, being a wife is hard. Having a committed relationship is work. You cannot get 100% of what you need from one person. You cannot get 100% of what you need from one person. That bears repeating. 3, make time to see friends. 4, make time for you too. You must make yourself whole. You must make yourself whole. None of this, you complete me, mess, unless you are saying that to yourself in the mirror. And 5, there is no perfection. Now I think I'm getting it together. I am by no means perfect, which is not what I'm striving for these days. Someone once said, you can be the ripest, juiciest peach in the world, and there are still going to be people who hate peaches. Living in a town on the coast, having a roof over our heads, healthy children, and a man who loves me are great. But there is so much more. My mind, body, and spirit are being fed. I'm finding balance. Sometimes you must take the leap and let the wind carry you. Now, as I said, my book, I am donating a copy today to the library for you to peruse at your leisure. If you'd like to copy a book or buy a copy for yourself or for a friend, they're available on Amazon.com and at our lovely local bookstore, Page and Palette. I hope you get a chance to read my book. I hope it touches you, and most of all, I hope it lets you know that you're not alone. Be well, friends.